I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the general.
Hello, Buenvenivos, and welcome on this Sunday evening. Well, Sunday night, actually. What is good? I actually don't even have my chat up. Let me get that situated. There we go. Let's do that. Yeah. And then let me do this. Good morning / evening to you too, Kino. It's actually way evening for me right now. How are you? I'll do it like that, I guess. Oh, sorry. It is very hot in my room right now, even though it's very cold outside. I just came back from walking my dog. So the coldness of outside is not meshing well with the warmness of the inside. Even though, I mean, in Florida, I should be used to the heat, but you're never used to the heat in Florida. No, I'm doing just fine, Kino. Finally, I'm revisiting / continuing Metaphor, ReFantazio. I didn't forget about this game. Did not forget about this game. I'm so excited to continue playing. Like I said, I've only decided to play this game on stream. So I haven't touched it since my last stream, which is maybe detrimental for me in the long run because this is probably a really good game. Who knows when I'm going to finish it. But, let's see what I can do. I think I have to find Maria, which is why to be honest, that's the last thing I remembered. I have to go find Maria. So yeah, mission, find Maria in the top right. So that's why I made the thumbnail the way it is. So at least it makes sense. Maria, oh, you mean that kid? Yeah, I saw her earlier. Really? Where was she headed? The stairs north of Sunshade Road, you know, by the general store. Didn't look like to be running an errand though. The general store, we might find someone else who saw her if we head over there. All right. I don't really mind if Luis becomes king, personally. Shut up. I remember Luis, though. Luis is that freaking dummy wummy who decided that he just wants to destroy everything he touches. Like, come on, man. You're lame. Oh my goodness. All right, so I was silent there for a second because I'm feeling something brush against my leg and I'm like, is that my dog? Is that a not my dog? What is that? It was a cord. It was my phone cord.
Ridiculous.
Why is my phone not charging? A lot of technical difficulties right now. Oh, that's why. Okay, phone charging. Amazing. Me ready to continue playing? Amazing. Water delicious. All right, let's find Maria. Maria! Why is everything falling?
Ridiculous.
What fell? Oh, yeah, that can stay on the floor. Honestly, yeah, that can stay on the floor.
Ridiculous.
Decide on the king? What are those toffs thinking? What's a toff? Always the cord? Yeah, LMAO. It's always the damn cord. All right, let's find Maria. Maria, where are you? Maria. Hello. Fancy a wager on who becomes the next king? I'm going all or nothing on Luis. Why? It'll just end up being forward and side, but this will be easy money for me. The safe and boring pick, eh? I'm looking forward to the results. Okay.
Hey, mister.
I bet the next king's gonna punish the bad tribes. You better run away, Elda. They're gonna kill you. Yo, I wanna kill this kid. What? Yo, let me kill you. I'm gonna stab you with my flying sword. Cha, cha, cha. All right, he has no ankles now, so he should die.
Hey, listen.
How many days until the king's decided? I don't know. Maria, where are you? Do you know where Maria is?
Sorry, but
Ah, hello. Say, we're looking for a little girl. Have you seen anyone like that around here? Oh, could it be that half-blood? If so, then yes, I did see her. She was muttering Papa and looking all sad. I saw her go through the back alley. Maria, could she have gone to the Grand Cathedral? Why would you have gone to the Grand Cathedral, Maria? That's a dangerous place. Maria, why did you go to the cathedral? Whee! Riding a sword is always gonna be so freaking cool. Whee!
stop that at once.
Hello there.
Do you know that little half-blood girl? Why, yes, I do. You can't let a girl like that walk the streets alone. You're just asking for trouble. She just went inside. Wait, you let her pass? Yeah, why did you let her pass, bro? Lo, I think of Maria from Sonic. Well, yeah, that's why I put the thumbnail, Tori. It'd not be the one. The ways her eyes looked, I'd not be the one to stop her now. Wait, excuse me, huh? Why? What? Wait. Run that back. So you saw this little girl go into a blocked off area and you were like, yeah, it's not my responsibility to stop her because of her eyes. Lol, I didn't see the thumbnail. Oh, well, that's cute. That means you just clicked my profile and you just saw it. Thanks. I appreciate it. She's been coming to pray for a while, no matter how many glares she gets. Okay, so that means you don't stop her? Sure, dude, that makes sense. Oh, Maria, what's up?
Huh? Why?
What are you doing here? Let's go home. Everyone's worried about you. We're worried you're about to get Maria'd.
Everyone was worried about you.
Sorry. Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray, and he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral is broken?
Maria.
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again. Hasn't he?
That's right. Brazil. I'm sorry, Maria. No, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead.
It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
Brazil. I know. I'm hilarious. I know. I'm the funniest person in the world.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does
Womp
everyone
womp.
always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave?
Starts playing Never Turn Back. Never Turn. Actually, don't know that one. Never Turn Back.
Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but
It is your fault. It's our fault. No, come on, give me an option to say it's your fault to Maria. It's our no. It's our fault.
It's our fault.
What? How? You?
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that.
Never Turn Back by Crush 40, bro. That's what you meant, Kino. That was good. Oh boy, that's good. That's good.
He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
It'll work out.
It'll work out somehow. I'm sure of it.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
I mean, I feel like that's the direction of the story. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. The prince told me that once. I will be king.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right. But much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
I'll be king.
Maria, you're safe. Oh, you had me worried sick.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria. Yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together. Thank you for finding her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
Red hair girl fit is so fire. Yeah, Hulkenberg's fit is fire.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
We become king.
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
We make it so that he's no longer in the running of the king's race, and then he won't be protected by the spell, and then we can kill him. Simple. Duh.
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
So easy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If he is protected by the king's blessing to not die until a king is decided, we just make it so that he's no longer running for king. How do we do that? I don't know, but I mean that's the only way we can hurt him. Late nights on Waters Day. What's up, man? Can't sleepy?
Sorry, did I wake you?
Yes.
Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Let's think about it together. Try to calm your mind. I'm not awake enough for this.
I'm not awake enough for this.
Anyone ever called you too honest?
No, they called me protagonist. Because I'm protag. Honest. O-N-I-S-T.
That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around?
Yes.
Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Want to read it?
Wanna read it?
Is he gonna go to academia now?
Mind? Since we finally some room to breathe.
Oh, okay. World building.
Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves.
Then why do they have guards with shields?
One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions. Couldn't be further from reality, could it? We have a Kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now. And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the King's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration?
I'm sure there is.
Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us. Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive.
I see. So you're the yeah.
A problem with no easy solution, I fear. Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse. Sleep should come easier now. I think I'll give it another chance. Wait, how long have you been asleep?
That is so me. Someone would be talking to me. They'd be getting all deep and stuff, and I'll just be like, I've been asleep this whole time. That's really funny.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's Arbor Day. Yay!
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime.
Okay.
To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom.
Literally you. I don't know what you're talking about.
And we call it the Tournament for the Throne.
The Tournament for the
Our
Throne.
aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials.
Okay.
First, we have the Exhibition of the Brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win. Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch, or in it to win?
I'm in it to win. I will become king.
Stroll? Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius' personal effects.
Okay.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
Okay.
That attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it will be easy. And the real trick will be finding it. You wouldn't leave it unprotected.
No way that thing would still be around.
That reminds me. A crier for the church was handing these out.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now.
That's really funny, actually. It's a tournament of power, essentially. Where we're gonna go, you know, we're gonna gather a team of 10, you know, destroy all our
An
oppositions.
interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels. But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
Probably.
You think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor?
Why wouldn't he?
He's been in first place this whole time.
This is politics. This game, I mean, without delving too much in real world stuff, this game is very political. It's been nothing but political. This is the most political move that you could do to guarantee yourself a victory by doing stuff like this. Like, duh, why wouldn't you? As a politician? Yeah, duh. Of course I'm gonna do something that will favor me and my chances of victory, even if I'm the top candidate. Like, duh.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. Ah, what are we supposed to do?
Take part of it. We need a plan of attack, and then we can take action. As an Elder, I'm an outcast in this city. I think that gives us an advantage here. We enter the tournament of the throne. We get people's attention. We make Luis come to us. We enter the tournament.
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us?
We're entering.
Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
Wait. It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there.
I'm gonna be king. I'm the Elder. I'm king, okay?
This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying. Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
Duh! Of course I'm gonna be the candidate. I'm gonna be the king, bro. Like, it's not even a question anymore. Like, I'm king, all right?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
I see. An undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit. But it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Oh, because technically Luis doesn't even know who you guys are. Because you never really revealed yourselves when Grius attacked him. Okay, interesting.
Just hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
Me? Infiltrating Luis's ranks would be dangerous. If I found out, I'll be as good as dead.
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
I do, if it's for Maria. It's fate. It's fate is so hard. It's fate.
No point fighting my fate.
Your courage is admirable.
Right.
I'm reminded of the words that Prince spoke to me in our youth.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Yeah, baby.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
I inherited Grius' journal. Yippee!
Good heavens.
Haven't you put yourself in enough danger? Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
I have to carry on his legacy.
I have to carry on his legacy.
I see. Well, I'm sure he'd be glad to hear it. I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
What's the competition?
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow! Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
Thanks, Maria.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
Yeah, that's the plan.
That was the plan from the start.
That's the spirit.
I just can't wait to be
Well,
king.
if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
No, I'm never coming back. I'm sorry.
No, we'll be back.
Oh, okay.
Although we might be a while.
I guess.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
We'll meet again, Maria. Besides, you're a confidant, so I have to talk to you.
We'll see each other again.
You better not forget.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we'll need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we're unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
I bet. To the recruitment center we go. Oh, we're already here.
This should be the place, right?
No, this is the not recruitment center. This is the unrecruitment center. Of course, it's the recruitment center.
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Be young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
I'm the one who's entering.
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. There a problem?
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Ah, an elder. Now that I think of it,
Uh-huh.
weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? Thought I heard they were all wiped out.
Uh-oh.
What? We got a deserter turning up.
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too.
I was the same.
Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
Whew. That was a close one.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you.
Are you gonna provide one?
You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral.
Don't be late.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
It should be a human.
Some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
Okay.
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out.
But which? Bigger is probably better.
Hang on! There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
You lot here for this tournament, then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster builds have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Let's see.
Guy with the horns.
Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme, a villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
This might just be perfect.
Oh.
You have any idea who that is?
Hello, purple character, purple hair, character design, long ears. Okay. Who are you? Are you a friend? You don't look friendly. You look very evil. And you got a little dog. It's got a doggy. It looks like it's gonna kill us.
That man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin. You can be sure of that.
All right.
Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
What?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
Doggy, come back.
Stuck up little... Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
Yeah.
He was right about the rules, though. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
To stop his evil deeds, we don't need to win. Maybe he has a big head. We don't need to win, I guess.
Maybe it's because we don't actually have to win.
Sharp as always, Captain. Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
Okay. I trust you.
As long as you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
Ho there!
Oh.
Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme?
More character design. Who are you?
You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight? Your pardon, gentlemen. I'm Barden. A
Hello,
guard
Barden.
captain for Matira, a town to the south. The bounty on Heisme is up at my behest.
Okay.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children.
Not the wee ones.
Selling them off, some say.
Not the wee one.
If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
Okay.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
Because you guys suck.
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms.
I eat those giant worms for breakfast now. Did you not see the last episode? Yeah, those giant worms were nothing to me, bro. You should catch up on my streams.
We've no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
All you gotta do is just lock on and press square, and then you literally instant kill them. You know, unless you're not high enough level, Barden. I'm sorry, you may not be on our level, you know.
I had no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it. A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
Oh wait, no, it's not option to laugh. Okay, you're not pitiful. We would never laugh. Nah, I would laugh. I guess we want to help you.
We just want to help you.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man.
Lol, sure.
We'll take your contract.
On what?
Thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closure. Thank you all.
Closure.
And thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Matira, the old castle town. Please, make haste.
But we have to be in Oceania, right?
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it,
If we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
Okay. Mumble, mumble. I'm too late. All the eye-catching posters are already taken. Though a bounty need not be a person. If I procure the head of some horrific monster like a human, my family's name will be known to the world in no time. Hold on a moment, please. Isn't besting a monstrosity like that a bit complicated?
True.
If the guard captain is struggling with this bounty, then I say it's the perfect target for us. I don't think many would take it out from under us, but you may as well grab the request besides. Make it official. Okay. Hello. What a bunch of idiots. It's almost laughable. They think they have a shot at becoming king, eh? What a bunch of jokers. Oh, Atlas. Wow, that's good. That's good. Atlas is very self-aware. Oh, what a bunch of jokers. Oh, that's a whippersnapper. What's a whippersnapper like you doing here? Don't tell me you're actually thinking of participating in the Tournament of Thrones. Oh, the audacity of youth. I hope that was an Atlas being aware of like the meme. No way, right? No way. Maybe. Cause like, if that's Xenoblade. What a bunch of jokers. Like, come on, that's a very popular JRPG. That had to have been some kind of reference. Like, whoever wrote that dialogue had to have been like, ha ha ha. And let's put a little Xenoblade Chronicles reference in there. What a bunch of jokers. In my head, it most definitely is a reference. That's Rich, a mere fledgling with no history or experience to speak of as king. That idea makes me sick to my stomach.
No, thank you.
The ideal leader of this country is a dignified man of a great age, one with years of experience, and yet upstart school children like you and Luis dare to. It hardly matters. You won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle as you like. I'd be happy to give the eulogy at your funeral. I suppose he's a candidate too. Okay. Hey, would it be alright if we accepted the bounty contract for Heisme? Heisme, you sure you can handle that? We can't be held liable if you get killed if you get yourself killed out there. Yeah. You're an odd one, alright. Either that or you're just green. Head to Martria, or Martharia, however he said it. You can probably get more information there.
Let's focus.
Quest starts. The old Castletown kidnapper. I need to find and bring in Heisme, a notorious criminal tied to a series of kidnappings in Martria. Despite his bounty, he has evaded capture, and his true identity remains a mystery. No deadline. Increases current $100,000. Yippee. Sun Gamer, just to say, great thumbnail. Also, I saw the Sonic movie. It was peak. I bet it was. I need to see it. I don't think I'm gonna see it in the next, maybe like towards the end of this week. But I don't see myself seeing any sooner. But yeah, can't wait to watch it too. Yeah, we're gonna watch it together.
Let's call it.
Okay, we got the contract. Let's head back to the inn for now.
No registration issues, I trust?
Not a one.
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
You gotta watch it, man. Yeah, don't worry. I plan on watching Sonic. I mean, honestly, I need to still watch Sonic 2. Oopsie whoopsie. Yeah, I never watched Sonic 2, but like I know it's just Knuckles. I mean, I figure that the only things we need to know about Sonic 2 is how it relates to like the ending of Sonic 2 to Sonic 3. And I know there's that Knuckles show, but according to my brother, the Knuckles show doesn't really have any like narrative like overlap with Sonic 3, or according to him at least. So I don't know if maybe I have to still watch the Knuckles show, but yeah, I'm gonna watch Sonic 2 and then we're gonna watch Sonic 3 in theaters for sure.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
All I need from Sonic 3 is live and learn. Live and learn. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn.
Well, I have made some arrangements.
What arrangements, Hulkenberg?
How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer.
Uh-huh.
Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
Like an Uber?
You don't sound too sure about that.
Oh, no, I'm certain. All I need to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
Hulkenberg, what did you get?
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
Bro, how is it that almost everyone I know that I tell to watch the movie hasn't seen the previous movie? Strange, honestly. I watched the original. I watched Sonic 1. I used to work at a movie theater. So we actually had an event. I used to work at AMC. So we had an event where we family and friends got to see Sonic 1 before the general public. Or I don't know if it was that, or if there was a specified time where friends and family could watch Sonic 1 for free if you worked at the movie theater. So I brought my girlfriend, I brought my siblings, and we watched Sonic 1 there. And then when Sonic 2 came out, like what, 2 years later, we just never like bothered, I guess. No one in my family wanted to watch it except for my brother, who I think he saw it by himself. But I never watched it for sure. But I just gotta go back and watch it. DNA Halo! What does this game stink of Persona? Because it really is just Persona. Welcome to the stream, DNA. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Glad to see you back.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order.
Oh, you resigned, okay.
Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title.
It's Persona in a different font. It really is. It literally, made by the same company who makes Persona, has Persona sound effects, has Persona elements, has Personas. The only thing that doesn't make this Persona is the fact that they didn't put Persona in the thumbnail or in the title of the game. Been busy, and I'm glad I got a chance to stop by. Hey, no worries, man. Glad to always see you around.
We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
It was not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals.
Okay.
Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sonic 3 was good, by the way. I still think the first two movies were better. Wait, really? You're saying that Sonic 3 was not as good as the first two? But Shadow! Keanu Reeves as Shadow? I mean, I haven't seen it for myself yet, but I don't know. It was not that good? I mean, no spoilers, but like, I'm excited for it. I mean, you had me at Keanu Reeves being Shadows. Like, you can't, like, there's not a better cast. And Jim Carrey literally freaking carries as Robotnik. Like, he's so good as Eggman. Like, my man said in an interview, I will never go back to a movie unless the script they give me is written in gold and the angels open up the heavens or whatever. And the man came back for Sonic 3, so what a hot take. Not for real. Well, Shadow was the only good side, I think. Okay, as long as I'm happy that you said that at least.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Did I skip? I think I pressed X twice. Okay, I didn't. Okay.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight.
Time to take some sleepy weepies. And let me guess, Academia, right? Oh, never mind. The opening ceremony for the tournament is tomorrow. We should probably stay inside and rest today. Why? I don't want to rest. Let me go out. I hate this Persona all. Well, the character The companion character is not letting me leave my room to explore the night. Doesn't that sound familiar, huh? Morgana, I mean Gallica.
Well met, eh?
Hey, will you be staying at the inn for some time? I'd really like to, but so you like it here too. Then you're one of us. Well, wherever you end up going, be sure to come by to see Maria and Fabian again. Not that it's really my concern, but those two seem to like you a lot.
What in the
I can't get through a single day without a drink. We've all been dealt a shite hand for this life, haven't we? In other parts of town, they can't shut up about Luis or the king. So let me ask you, even if a proper, upstanding bloke takes the crown, is that gonna fill my empty pockets? No way in hell, I say. People all got their ideas about what the country ought to be like, but at the end of the day, they'll never remember outcasts like us. Knowledgeable man. What is it that you want to know? Buy? Do I have something to buy? No, I bought everything.
Just between us.
Oh, you're telling me stuff. Okay, thank you. I didn't mean to click that. Okay. Wait, let me listen to you. I don't think I've talked to you in a minute. Why is there an Inshika in a tavern like this, you ask? Simple. It's because the owner here is quite the looker. I mean, I'm not going to argue with that. I jest. But put that threatening glare away. Am I really? Why are you looking at my guy? Why are you looking at him threateningly, bro? He just said that the owner's hot. I mean, she is. I make my living selling information publicly. I'm just a wanted man. I asked Fabian for a map of Marcheria, and she gave me the one from Greece's personal effects. It covers all the main roads. We may have found one in town, but a military map will always have more detail. Fabian continues to be our anchor. To pay her back, let's achieve our goals. I think Jim was the worst part, TBH. Whoa, DNA Halo, big words. You think Jim Carrey was the worst part I mean, I haven't seen it, so I can't tell you. I can't really argue that, but that's kind of crazy if that's the case, because oh wow, I can't imagine a bad Jim Carrey. Like, to be honest, I can't name you a single bad Jim Carrey movie at all. Now technically, and this is not a Jim Carrey movie per se, this is a Sonic movie, but I can't name you a bad movie that has Jim Carrey in it. Like, every Jim Carrey movie, at least from the ones, everyone that I've seen, has always been a hit. Jim Carrey's always hilarious. I've decided I'm heading to Briohaven. It's much too boring to just spend my days at the inn. I'm going to see the so-called exhibition for myself. Goodbye, Elda. You do well to see the world too someday. Okay, cool.
Now then.
Our preparations seem to have proceeding without issue. Well, apart from one massive overturned uncertainty. Never mind. Forgive my mutterings. Just please do not be surprised, no matter what we're presented with. We're going to be presented with the most, like, garbage carriage known to mankind.
Don't push yourself too
Tomorrow you depart. Mia will assuredly miss you dearly, so please come back and say hello when you can, even if it's only every once in a while. No problem. Yeah. What do you have to say, Morgana? I mean, Gallica. I wonder what kind of crowd is going to be at the opening ceremony tomorrow. Thinking about this got me a little excited. Sure. All right, let's go to Betty. Bye. Wait. Can I talk to Maria? I haven't seen Maria since I came back from the recruitment center. I wonder if something's wrong. Okay, she won't. You won't let me talk to her.
What?
This is Hulkenberg's room. She'll get angry for going without her permission. Whatever. View from the window. I can faintly hear the hustle and bustle of the city from beyond the closed shutters. Cool. All right, time for bed. Wait, something else to check? Bed. The bed is simple but clean. Simple and clean makes me da-da-da. Wait, that has to also be a reference. You can't tell me that's not a reference, bro. First we had a Xenoblade reference, and now we have a Kingdom Hearts reference? Nah, you cannot tell me that whoever wrote this dialogue was not bumping Simple and Clean in their headphones as they were typing. They're just like, oh yeah, Simple and Clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go. And then they're like, oh no, I wrote down the lyrics. Let me just backspace all this, what they kept Simple and Clean. Jim was the best part of the first two, and in my opinion, in this one, he just put too much Jim sauce into his portrayals this time. Interesting. Lol, we need a JoJo's reference. Everything is that. I promise you, if they haven't made a JoJo's reference already that I missed, they're going to make one soon. Most definitely.
Good night.
Rest well. But interesting take on Jim Carrey's portrayal. We have to reconvene when I watch Sonic. Oh, hello, Maria. Well, his pajamas look kind of sick. Oh, but I mean, personally, why would you sleep in sleeves? Like, I know this is medieval times, but let's be real right now. Do we really think that it's cold in his room right now? No way. No way. It is probably warm. It is probably hot. There's no AC. My man's is sleeping in a sleeved shirt, a shirt that goes all the way up to like his neck, literally. Only a bit of his neck is exposed, and then he's wearing pants, not shorts, but pants. Mance is covered. Mance is probably sweating right now. There's no way that there's AC in this world. There's no way it's cold in this room. No way, no way. My Mance is sweltering right now. How are you sleeping like this, bro? I could never. Jim in the first two to me was like a mix of character from The Truman Show and The Grinch. Him in the movie is like the character in The Mask in Dumb and Dumber. Oh, interesting. Interesting take. Love me a good JoJo's reference? Yo, I love me a good go-go JoJo. As I'm wearing sleeves to bed. You're I think you're a different case.
What's wrong?
What's wrong, Maria? What's going on?
Well...
Do you miss Shadow?
You're all leaving tomorrow, right?
Yes.
I'll be cheering for you. So I just...
Is she gonna cry?
Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
Oh, I won't tell her.
It's alright. I won't tell her.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a promise.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise?
I promise, Maria. I'll be back.
The next time I see you again, can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
Maria is waiting for us to return home and regale her with tales of strange and distant places we meet. No deadline. Creative Coast Roast. Okay. Or curative.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa. So, thank you.
Aww.
I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Gojo reference? Nah, I'd win. Nah, I'd win.
Good night.
Good night, Maria. Hulkin, huh? I mean, I'm sorry, what? Hulkin, huh?
For a chance to speak before we set out.
Hulkin, huh? I'm sorry. That's your pajamas? I'm not gonna lie. What? Let me focus on the dialogue.
Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
The side I'm looking at is not so. You truly are devoted to him.
You truly are devoted to him, aren't you?
I suppose I am at that. A guiding oath of 12 years is not easily cast aside. But that book... We met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
Yeah, you killed someone. I do.
Now that you mention it, I do.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned. Ah, you needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stunned them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two?
Everyone wants to read my book. She's like a long noodle. How are you gooning over this noodle elf? Yo, no. I have to show you my true waifu in this game. It's not Hulkenberg. It's not her. I mean, you can't deny the fact. You can't deny the fact that she's not good looking. Like, come on. Let's all be real here.
This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people.
Okay.
Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country.
So, an election.
Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people.
So like real life, kind of, not really.
In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate.
Perhaps.
No. As a knight, it's not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream, 'tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
That was
Time
pretty
marches
deep.
on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
All right, time for the ceremony, the opening ceremony. Hello? 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 Oh, wait, blonde? Juna. Nah. Maybe. Nah. She's too basic. Nah. Okay. Oh. Okay, important characters are being shown right now. Aww. All right, that was a little song. Okay. If she's got pipes and she can get DNA Halo, bruh, not for real, bruh. I mean, she got the pipes, all right. Now, where's my waifu? She has to be here, right? And then she gets shot. Imagine a sniper just took her out right now. That would have been hilarious.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne.
The Tournament of Power.
This time the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven.
Okay.
There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage.
That would have been hilarious.
Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights.
Altaberry Heights, okay.
And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown.
Okay.
Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78 Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
Forden.
Sanctifex Forden!
Luis is here too, isn't he then?
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
All right.
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo.
Giddo.
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
All right, that's kind of a baseline.
For this being a fair competition, how many horses do the Sanctis have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, crier! Where's Count Louise?
All right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Oh.
What becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant.
Okay.
A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Gladel. But he's purple.
So he was one of Luis's men.
I mean, it was kind of obvious, bro.
The fallen king embraced Sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward.
Okay.
By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus.
Okay, important characters.
More for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden.
Hi, Lena.
Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life. It's Loveless O'Shea.
Okay.
Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Maurizio.
Wow. If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Purple Hound don't sound all that good. I mean, yeah, but his whole character design's purple.
Do you have an Elden boy present?
Yes.
Come on, let's see a face.
That's me. That's me. I'm the Elden boy. Hello. No one's cheering for me.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
Shut up.
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Oh, okay.
What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
Is it gonna ring? Oh, where's our ride?
So, contestants, are you ready?
Oh, wait, what's going on? Wait.
Lost, I say! Wait! Found your behavior!
A land runner? It's quick!
Wait, it's headed right for the...
It'll crash!
Whoa!
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What ho? Isn't he a marvel, chums?
Okay.
You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time.
Feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all.
That's right. I'm the elder boy.
Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
Yeah!
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on!
Sick.
So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
Nice. We got our popularity ranking went up. I ended up sending out more than I expected. I've gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this part of my mission to aid the prince.
Just a sec.
This game just continues to prove it's such a good game. What the heck? The only Elder I know is Elder Ring. Elder Ring. Haters. Yeah, they're all hating on me. Not that sick. I've seen more impressive land runners in Minecraft. All right, DNA, come on.
Can you hear me?
Hello. Shall I run her along the main road then? The others seem to be doing such as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now we have some coordinates for a little test run. What is happening right now? We want to go to a place called Martria, Old Castle Town, I think. Should be away south. Okay, multiple little campsites, and then Marcheria. All right, castle on the main road between Grand Trad and Port Brialhaven. The old castle looming to the center is an incredible sight to hold. Cool. Is our little, yeah, hello, Mr. Crack. I really hope that we get to fight, like, a variation of this Cthulhu monstrosity we see here. All right, but I guess to Old Castle Town.
This place here.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, Martria, here it is. Down to Martria. On this crap selects, I said about 4 days and 3 nights about. 4 days and 3 nights. That'll be a great deal faster than a carriage. Surely the roads will be safer at that kind of speed. Valley good. Now, cinch those bridges, chaps. Full steam ahead to Marcheria, Old Castle Town.
This is amazing.
Redstone power, baby.
About gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft.
These are going to be our main, like, headquarters then.
I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me that? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
All right.
So this is what you used to talk with the driver. Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy.
Okay.
What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chin wag.
A chin wag? What the heck is a chin wag, my dude?
Isn't it?
It's amazing. Is it safe? Not interested? Is it safe? I mean, is it safe?
Is this really safe?
Fast enough to make you edge your waders, eh? I know. She's the quickest I've ever built. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
Don't you mean oyster?
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus.
Neurus.
It's here, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
Why does it look like an octopus with handsome Squidward's face? This guy? Chinwag equals conversation. Really? Interesting. Shame.
What?
He's a master engineer.
What's a shame?
Of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit
Excitable? Yeah, it does. Noble District Underhall. Where are we now? Oh, okay. This is a flashback.
Yoras? Are you there? I'm coming in. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
Too much to do.
As always. To business then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But, pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
Ish and Tosh.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need.
Also, to the octopus thing, I was talking about the Eldritch monster on the map. Oh, okay. Got you. Got you. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I really don't think that's going to be a boss. I think it's just like a little cute little illustration they added to the map. But I kind of want to hope that we get to fight that in somewhere in the game.
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
Off with you.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Oh. How do you accidentally turn that on? Oh, it's been there the whole time. Oh, wow.
Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Neurus, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders?
He added his own little details.
You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Hulkenberg, chill out.
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady, but leave the Balliol runner alone.
Look, this runner... It is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
'Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where, last I heard. So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay His mercy.
Understood.
Oh, that's how we got him on board. Okay.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy.
Pish and tosh.
Faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
What a long finger. What the heck? Look at my man's finger right now in this portrait. It's like extended. Super duperly extended. Huh? Brother? All right.
I think. Maybe.
I think.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
I think we can count on him. If we die, we die together? Aw, I should have said that.
If you're sure, I suppose. We'll deal with it if we have to.
I bet no woman he's met has complained about that finger. Hey, yo. You're probably right about that.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
We kill things. We gain experience and we become king.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
Yes.
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
I trust all of you.
I trust all of you completely.
Good enough for me. A captain's got to trust his crew, after all. The bounty's Heisme, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet... 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant.
True.
Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
You seriously named him Protag? Yeah, it's a good name, isn't it?
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the Gauntlet Runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine.
Okay.
After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person.
Yes, this is as good a name as Spy Guy 1236.
I suppose.
Oh, why are you throwing shots at me, man? My name's amazing. Don't even start. The Gauntlet Runner. The Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as a strategy room, the lounge, and the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with him. Let's visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around on your way there.
Yeah?
I've never been in the Gauntlet Runner. Kind of want to see what the engine room is like. Okay, this is going to be... I'm going to have to get used to the slight shaking of the camera. Like, I understand why, but I don't like it. The carriage can't begin to compete with the Gauntlet Runner's speed. I suppose they've earned their reputation. That I'm in constant fear of losing my lunch is far from ideal, but once I'm used to it, I'm sure the journey will be pleasant. I'm sure that's an actual little nod to what I'm just saying. I don't like look how the camera's just shaking. Like I don't like that. But it makes a smooth ride at least. Eccentrics aside, he certainly earned his title as court engineer. That said, I'm more concerned with its unseen workings. I do hope he hasn't made any dubious additions. All right, let's check out the cockpit. And what's this massive door? Door leads to the end of the Gauntlet Runner. It's locked hyperly to prevent accidental entry. Okay, let's look at the cockpit. Cockpit appears to be above here. Mind the rope, lad. I wouldn't want you going overboard. Perhaps just stay away for a while. I thought I was supposed to go to the cockpit. Apparently, Nuras, I forgot how to say his name, can speak from the cockpit through the bent metal tube. Okay, so where am I supposed to be going? The engineer room or whatever? Interesting. Oh, there's the bed. Back deck. Okay. Oh! Holy moly, what? Cloth covered barrel. Beneath this cloth there seems to be a big barrel. I wonder what it's used for. This is sick. This is really cool. Oh, it's quite a Gauntlet Runner, though the driver makes me a little nervous. Wow, metaphor. What is that? Hi. Hi. Hello. Okay, I'll see you later. What the heck? Just little creatures can just fly by? That's really funny, actually. All right, let's get back inside. So where am I supposed to go then? The ladder? There's a ladder right here. Engine room. Okay, engine room. That's where we're supposed to go. Oh, hello, Moore. You're just standing there menacingly. Cool, cool. Hello, broom. Upright cleaning tool. Maybe not right now. Okay. Oh, this is like its heart?
This?
Wonder what makes this thing run. First time on a Gauntlet Runner, eh? Whoa, you scared me. Looks like that pipe's in here too. Call it a runner phone. There's one in every room. Now I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet Runners use magla crystals as fuel to run, you see. Used to be you take your own life in your hands when you travel the wilds. Thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet Runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on the colossal beast, made for zero momentum loss, even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed, and another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl, but best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind then. Maybe some other time. Anyways, still plenty about the old girl's workings in progress, but by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night, cause it can't run in the dark and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. Got you. You will continue towards your destination while spending time on the Gauntlet Runner. Utilize this facility to obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things you wouldn't be able to do in town. Try using the kitchen, reading books on the bookshelf, or using the washing machine. More activities will become available over time. You can also spend time with your allies while you improve your virtues. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. All right. Cool. Large igniter. A magic igniter, enormous compared to those used by the army. If I recall correctly, it uses magnet crystals as fuel. Cool. Igniter? I've never seen an igniter like this before. Cool. Cool. This is cool. Hello, is this the washing machine? Bruh, what am I washing? It's Neurosis' homemade washing machine. Washing clothes can sometimes cleanse the mind too. Doing laundry will keep in mind and increase my max NP. Interesting. Not now.
Understood.
Sure, no problem. What else can I do? What's this cleaning do?
Come on.
This is a weird tool that's actually cleaning an igniter that Neurosis modified to create wind that collects dust. Pretty nifty. I know it's hard, but all the lifting and bending over should strengthen your legs, yeah? Will increase my maximum HP. Nah, I want to do my MP. MP sounds way more useful right now than HP. But is this the only thing I could do? Engine room. Deck, real deck, watchtower, strategy room. There's cooking. Oh, there's something there too. What is this? Bookshelf. Oh, bookshelf. The bookshelf is what interesting books I could read are New World Travel Diary, Pride and Persuasion. Not now. Maybe not right now. That's probably gonna increase other stats. Bed. You can rest. You can sleep in the Gauntlet Runner sleeping quarters. Time will pass, but your virtues won't improve at all. Got you. That's a small bed. Doesn't look very comfortable. No. I have other things to do. Cool. My boy is just. Are you sick already from this? Oh, I feel drunk. Don't vomit it here. I'll sure to survive. I can handle the swing of a carriage, but this is another beast. Seems I'll need to learn to endure it. What about you, Hulkenberg? How are you holding up? I can't run out here. Neurosis said he got the kitchen up and running. If you're hungry, would you fancy a meal? I can hardly consider myself a chef with any good skill, but Stroll said he wanted to try some recipes he learned from the Hush and the Inn. Yeah, we'll do that stuff eventually. New engine room corridor. No, I was there. Engine room. I want to go to the deck.
Let's go.
Cool. This is cool. Wow. This is really impressive. If only I could just like jump off. This has got to be like, if you can break the game and enter like this area, I'm sure he's going around in like one gigantic circle. Laundry in a game, woohoo. Of course you'll be happy about that. Hello, bird. Hello, you want to come fight me? Oh, I mean, I went to press square to attack you. Hi, bird. Caw-caw, caw-caw. Caw-caw, 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 caw-caw. How do we get here? Yo, Kino, yeah. I don't know how long. I don't know if you just came back, but yeah, it's we applied to the Tournament of Power, and this is our vessel to do things. We got this vessel. This guy is like he's a servant of the king, and we're all like, okay, cool. We're traveling to this place to stop this knight guy who's kidnapping children, and that's bad. Let's do some laundry. That's just all that explanation, and I ended up, let's just do some laundry. Apparently doing laundry increases maximum MP. Wow, if that was the case in real life, I would do laundry every day.
Understood.
All right. Okay, let's wait. Hold on. Someone else's laundry's in here. I'll go get them, and they can do laundry with us. Hello, Stroll. You've got to keep the water at a constant temperature to avoid staining the clothing. Why am I a master of laundry, you ask? Because my parents practically beat it into me. Okay. Any noble who can't wash his own clothes isn't worth the fabric he wears, or something to that effect. I had to learn all about the different materials. In hindsight, I think they were trying to teach me not to take advantage of my title, wisdom that still serves me to this day. The more time passes, the more I understand how great my parents were. I did laundry as Stroll extolled the virtues of cleaning clothes. Okay. With my mind and body refreshed, I can feel my max MP has increased. My max MP has increased by 3. Yay. I also found some money in the washing machine. Must have gotten mixed with the laundry. Huh, well, that's not mine, I don't think. Why don't you just hold on to it? A casual 2,500 in the laundry. Yeah, that's normal. After drying everything thoroughly, we finish the laundry. Cool.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Okay, it's evening time now. So I get to primarily do things. Desert camp. Ooh. Oh, I like this. Establishing an encampment. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is enscored in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked territory is very dangerous, even with the stalwart Gauntlet Runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels the next morning. While at an encampment, you can use any of the facilities on the Gauntlet Runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about your journey with allies. Give it a try. 3 days until we reach Martria. Okay, cool. Our first time camping in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm kind of excited. It'll be a long night, so why not spend some time and relaxing with someone? Let's do that. Oh yeah, so he does something with one of my things. Huh. Ho-ho! How was that ride? Smooth as butter. Luxurious as a palace. Awe-inspiring tear-jerking. Absolutely. This Gauntlet Runner is such a guilty pleasure. Though credit where it's due, my tinkering certainly helped make her what she is. Though full disclosure, thanks to all the little mechanism I wiped together that keeps her legs from sinking into the dunes, wouldn't have to worry about the terrain if she would just fly, but that's a story for another day. Off you go. Better get your 40 winks. Yeah, we're gonna end up flying. Yeah, that sounds about right. These are insects gathered by the campfire. Oh, apparently you can eat these bugs. Well, according to Hulkenberg anyway. Should I try to catch one? I caught a dream eater moth. Cool. When it's my turn to cook, I should use this as an ingredient. Dude, I'd hate you.
All right then.
Can I speak to Hulkenberg? Where is she? Oh, there she is. I'd rather speak to my boy Stroll. Hey, what's up, Stroll? How are you? Hey, you looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're going to get, and I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company? By recalling the past and planning for the future with Stroll, maybe I can hone my imagination. Should I spend some time with Stroll? Yeah, why not?
Now then.
So next up is Matria. It feels like yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you, we went over the northern fortress, and awakened a mysterious power. I'd once thought magic like this was only existed in heroic tales of times long past. Speaking of which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that hero kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends? Power isn't everything. They had no allies, or they lost to a greater power. They had lost to a greater power.
What's that about it?
Maybe they lost to an even greater power.
Oh, I see.
Perhaps it stands to reason that no matter how powerful you may feel, there exists a power that brings you to your knees. Perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, if you've got more than one power at our disposal, and well, on top of that, we've got allies who share these abilities as well. If we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero kings of old. Though, all of this does make me wonder just how many more of these powers are still out there. I feel my imagination grow as Straw and I discuss the challenges still ahead of us.
All right.
That's a big imagination buff, and I'm still vapid. Come now, it's too early for bed. Let us talk some more. So then I was like, yeah, and she was like, yeah, and I was like, ha ha ha. Straw and I talked for and I got some money.
On, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, laddies. My name is Jacksepticeye. My dear passengers, I trust that your sleeping quarters more than exceeded your expectations, eh?
True.
They were better than I feared, considering how tiny they are, but I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this runner? My boy, remember who retains this rugged girl. Nary a grain of sand could fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow. Wow, runners are really neat, aren't they? A carriage would never be able to get through the desert this fast, but just keep an eye on the road, okay, Neurosis? No problem. I hope. The chain sounds like the Reaper, and I got scared from Persona. We arrive in Matria in 2 days, huh? Alright. Well, if we're gonna do that... Oh, wait. Oh, looks like these guys give me things to do. This improves something. That improves something else. Let me... Well, I hung out with Stroll last night, so I guess I'll hang out with Hulkenberg right now to improve that. Protag, you've come at the perfect moment. I was just thinking I'd go over some battle strategies over my game board. In a game of abstract military tactic, you see. Care to indulge me in a round? Hulkenberg will raise my wisdom. Seems kind of fun, does it? How do we play a game? Yeah, sure. Then let us begin. I shall give and expect no quarter. Shall we?
If so...
If that's how you plan to make your advantage, then... I can't make any more moves. That's the match. My, I learned quite a bit from that match. I believe we would both benefit from continued practice. This game affords me the opportunity to visualize strategies all on my own. What if an enemy came at me from such an angle? How would I retaliate? And so on and so forth.
I'd say...
I once failed in my duty to protect His Highness the Prince. At that time, I was but a novice, a new addition to the Royal Guard. I lacked the experience needed to properly assume the role.
That's why.
'Tis for that reason that I now train both my body and mind so thoroughly, and as I have vowed to never let such a thing occur once again. You're so strong.
Well then.
You're so strong, Hulkenberg. No. I'm nothing of the sort. My body bears the scars of my myriad weakness. That said, 'tis quite the pleasure to speak so freely with you. I find comfort in knowing I may share my feelings with a compatriot. If we find success in this endeavor and create a country where we can all truly live equally, I hope to serve as a knight captain, passing down the knowledge I can to a new generation. I will not speak of just tactics, but all my experiences on this journey, my victories, and of course my failures too. And in doing so, I want to see the Royal Guards elevated to a new height, I hope. That's a great plan. That's a great plan. I'm on board. Well, should you be a starry-eyed wish come true, I shall tell them much of you, our captain. Such a position is certainly not one most could adapt to, much less succeed in, given the circumstances of our fight. And I must say, you wear the role well. 'Tis hard to believe it's your first foray in such responsibility. Perhaps you have a natural talent for it. Aw. Though to call it talent is deserative, whatever higher calling you have, I can only be as I am now because of you. You honor me. Such praise from a knight is quite an honor. 'Twas you and Gallica that set the cogs of this journey in motion. I think there is some significance to you being the captain, in my humble opinion. I feel you have my gratitude. After crossing proverbial swords with you, I feel like I'm one step closer to realizing my dream. I felt my wisdom grow after listening to Hulkenberg's advice.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
Now, shall we continue our discussion on tactics? There were some blunders you could avoid next time. For example, when a piece moves here, you should... yeah, and then I should kill... Hulkenberg and I dulled on the board for a while. Gained some moolah there, too.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Okay.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magma, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching mantle surrounding the tree. The gauntlet runner comes to a stop at its base.
Here we are. Shall we take a closer look? Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's so pretty.
That's...
Not just the leaves, as if the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country whose color shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future, and how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if that explains it, but I am sensing an incredible amount of magma in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, that would mean this is no mere tree, no sir, but a magical organism that feeds off magma. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Neurosis pulled a sheet of paper and brush from his pocket and began to draw the landscape in front of him. Wow, Neurosis, how did you get so good at drawing? Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of good research. There you have it, I'm finished. Here, take it, as a keepsake. You're giving it to me? You sure I can have this?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I've already committed it all to the safety of my mind. I have no need for this sketch itself anymore. Cool. I received Neurosis's research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who has never been here.
Hey there.
Hey, why don't we give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey, and we could tell her the story about this place. Next time we're in Grand Trad, I should give this drawing to Maria. Aww. Huh, a magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely, Gallica is the most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which is giving me great insight into my own research into flight.
Huh?
What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends. We took a brief detour, but I feel like my wisdom, that a rare sight has broadened my wisdom. Okay. Right. More wisdom.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
Okay. We'll be in Matria the day after tomorrow. I wonder what kind of place Matria is. Grand Trad could dazzle even the darkest night. Out here you can barely see the horizon. It's a comforting reminder of home. If I'm honest, I couldn't just appreciate it from swaying Gauntlet Runner. Yeah, I ate a bit and that helped. I almost envy Hulkenberg's ability to eat anything, anytime, anywhere. I've always been this weak, but the swaying takes me back to times I'd sooner forget. After I lost my home, I was tossed between relatives, and each time it began with an agonizing journey in a rocking carriage. I suppose that's why I find my mind drifting to Halia. I often wonder how my people who survived are faring now. Hopefully they're doing good. Campfire, Dream Eater Mouth again, cool. Let's speaketh with Berg of Hulk.
Well met.
Ah, well met. I don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I've got no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk for a bit? By recalling the past, I can hone my imagination. Yeah. The power we've awoken to. I have all sorts of questions, but what I really find curious are the forms we take on. Each has their unique aspects, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that? It's cool, it's bizarre? It's cool. It's bizarre. I should have said it's bizarre. Man.
I see.
I do find the austerity of the designs intriguing, but I was not speaking of how they look per se. In my opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us by allowing us to direct that power as one directs a horse by its reins. It is said people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, or ever unaware of the power lurking within them. It is not that this is not the very condition to awaken our slumbering power. Also, hence why is it so exhausting and why it cannot be maintained for long? The ravenous appetite I had afterwards is proof we do well to practice diligence maintaining our food reserves. Hulkenberg and I talked about things to come. I feel like my imagination increased.
All right.
It's getting quite late, but we've ways to go yet, so I would very much like to continue chatting with you. Yeah, and then I also said, Hulkenberg and I talked for a while. And I got some moolah.
On, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, cutscene.
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow, I missed all this green!
Why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad. See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
Oh! Huh?
What the? Did we just crash? Of course not. That's
a cannonade.
Oh. Some fighting time?
My star is rising! Ah!
Sanctism will reign!
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony, I think one of them is Godot, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
It doesn't seem like they're trying to land a fatal shot, just aiming to break the opponent's side's gauntlet runner.
Stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashing well out of the race.
So 'tis a clash to halt each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
Why?
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Godot's firepower.
Our plans hinges on winning Luis's favor. Can we afford to abandon Gladel if he's one of Luis's supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Let's help out Gladel.
Let's give Gladel a hand here.
Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner boat out there.
We're here to help! Withdraw, Gladel! Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That Cortland, you're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral! Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time! So be it. In God's name, be thou punished!
Godot and his monks arrived on and have boarded the deck. Looks like he knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here and now.
You dare interfere in my fight! Know your place! Is it fame you seek?
You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names? Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, Old Egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Okay.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Okay.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
What petrification magic? Also, I have no idea who's who right now. I'm a brawler? Okay, fine. I'll perfect punch this guy.
With sword master!
Round slash deals whimsical. I'll slicer this guy.
Witness me, brethren!
We strive for!
Nice proclamation.
Strike me if you dare!
What could you hope to achieve?
It's on a cocky smirk.
This is nothing.
Take this!
You need training!
Nice dodge.
Come at me!
Poetry in motion! He knows
Ruler!
He's toying with us!
Medea.
Try
Yeah.
not to worry.
I knew you'd help. I'm obliged.
Let's do round slash.
Is this
Oh,
Observe the enemy.
I didn't realize. Okay, that's my fault.
Waiting.
This is God! What could you hope to achieve?
Of course.
Heal her! Focus her down! Get her back up!
Revival medicine. Wait, let me.
Are you prepared?
Medea.
Are you well?
Thanks.
Let's stay calm.
Someone help her get back in the fight!
Revival medicine.
This'll do.
My spirit is unbroken!
More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now, feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brother.
You're kidding me.
This is nothing.
Kneel before him.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded.
Take
Someone
this.
save her.
Please.
Hulkenberg's down.
Hulkenberg, stop getting downed.
Someone help her get
I
back
shall
in the fight.
vanquish evil.
Aww.
Take that!
Sword master! I'll cut through!
Witness the power of sanctism.
Mage holiness. Okay.
Everyone, forgive me.
Magic icicle.
Take this.
Still fight. Let's get him some healing.
I wasn't ready for a fight, man.
Take it.
I shall see.
Let's just see another day.
Mage shimmer.
What can I do?
Badly wounded.
Please.
This is God's punishment.
Jesus. I wasn't ready for a fight. Fantasy is dead. Screw you. I wasn't ready for a damn fight. Retry this battle. Reconfigure party, change equipment. Just retry the battle.
Don't forget about the petrification.
I call upon royal
I won't
power
this time.
within. I'll crush you.
With sorted, I'm all prepared.
Phantom, medium to one enemy. Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
I'm counting on you.
Let's do this.
To him.
Downed. Downed, mother. Nice proclamation. Should have just done that from the beginning.
What could you hope to achieve?
He knows we can't attack him.
Perfect punch. Oh, he resists that. Slicer. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. He resists that too. Okay. Nice proclamation.
Resistance is futile.
What could you hope to achieve?
Only a flesh wound.
Brace yourself.
Okay, let me heal. Medea.
Oh, healing light.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Know your place.
We'll do this together.
Bamboo splitter. Heavy physical to one enemy. Adds one to, let's do Phantom Sword. Doesn't matter if you resist.
No holding
Still
back.
gonna do a lot of damage.
Let's go.
I would look for the
Yeah, blah 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 blah.
Rise, my brother.
Is that all?
Take this!
Oh, please. Damn it.
Let justice prevail.
Nice proclamation.
Strike me if you dare.
I can't afford to hold back.
Pass it.
You first.
Lend me your strength.
Phantom Sword.
Coordination is key.
How's this?
Yeah. Yeah, that's still a lot of damage.
Sanctism will reign.
Only a flesh wound.
Tis but a flesh wound.
Sanctism will reign.
All right, Hulkenberg, you're still alive, and that's what matters. Pass your turn.
Now, what's the I call upon royal
Medea.
power within?
That helped. I'm obliged.
Know your
Let's work
place.
together.
Phantom Sword.
I'm counting on you.
Phantom Sword is the only thing that's doing numbers right now. Take this.
Still here?
He's all right. I think maybe 2 more Phantom Swords.
Sanctism will reign.
Stay alive. Don't target her, please. Okay, that's fine.
Sanctism
Don't target.
will reign.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Hulkenberg's in bad shape.
Pass it.
Stay my way.
Medea, everyone.
Try not to worry.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I'm all prepared.
Phantom Sword.
Coordination is key.
How's this?
Get this guy. Raise your sword to the heavens and bring down hellfire upon your enemies. Downed.
So, the faithful are broken before you. Yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him.
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism.
No.
Now, are you prepared for the end?
I think not, you rotter!
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
With nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint.
Sick.
Hey, get down here.
Hello.
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
I wanted to help.
I just wanted to help you.
A likely story? Out with it. What's your motive?
Isn't she the singer?
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. Consider me chastened and shooed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me.
Bro.
You bested Godot.
Oh, look at my boy over there.
So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
Aye, but that's... oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore. I'd know the suspensions anyway.
About the runner?
Hayden workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juna, the kingdom's greatest singer, the dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck? Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
All right, Hulkenberg.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
Is that Luisi's?
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
Holy. No way. Oh my goodness gracious.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladell got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
Yeah, I like his character design.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug, and I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I'm a candidate. We're your supporters. Take a wild guess. I'm a candidate. I'm not going to say we're your supporters. I'm just going to say I'm a candidate. I'm going to be king.
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
He's asking why I became a candidate. How should I become king to help save the prince? To help you, Count Luis.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in. Anyone. Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis. You do know what that vision is built on, don't you?
If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
Okay.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector.
The dog's name is Hector. So cute. Hi, doggy.
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then. That could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Glodell. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
Alrighty.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
They are safe within the Gauntlet Runner. That's good to know.
Ah! Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
No, go to bed.
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Let's say we go check on him.
Okay.
Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Nuris, that's his name, not Neurosis. Nuris.
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
You seem troubled.
Is there something troubling you?
Ah, well, I suppose you could say that. It's just the runner, you see? She's in top shape, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a burly apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort.
Okay.
But somehow, that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you seen one?
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet. There was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
Maybe I should look into Comero when we get to Martria. Okay.
This one's important.
Providing a spark. An old inventor named Nuras who once knew is living in Comero, a village near Matria. He may be able to tell us about the relic he once showed to Nuras. Deep backstory incoming? Probably. We left Nuras, who's dissolved into doom and gloom again, and headed towards our narrow sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet Runner. But I guess we're gonna reach Matrina.
Marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So we'll arrive at Matrina this evening then. Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know. A carriage could never keep up this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies, I am grateful. It's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday's. Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to be meeting with Barden, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting. Okay.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
Ooh.
Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here. I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctoress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
Criganti Castle,
I
okay.
take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament.
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's ally suffered the worst of it.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them, I mean. Some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
Luis is a tyrant.
Luis is nothing but a tyrant.
Yes. Such atrocities in his name. Unforgivable.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Okay.
You've a local delicacy. 'Twould be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out.
He needs this to survive.
Might well fix the Bally waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
$12°C. I wonder how cold that is.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality.
That looks absolutely disgusting.
Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh, good. Larval innards.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great. Looks great. It looks great.
It looks great. What is with that smile? Not you two.
The rich flavors are bursting in my mouth. It's surprisingly tasty.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate. How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
What?
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
Damn.
And you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So, is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
Okay.
Let's see here.
That's a giant sandworm's nest.
And
Rival gauntlet runner. Major candidate runner seems to be here.
let's see here.
Okay.
Let's.
And it's the Sands camp.
Here's what. All right.
Is our current position. Okay.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
Let's save this town together.
Let's work together to save this town.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you.
Hulkenberg's gonna be happy.
Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert. Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honorable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
Perhaps that's just a spacious bed.
Exactly.
We're going to meet the lady of the town first thing in the morning, so we get a bit of sleep, okay? Sure. Oh, hello, informed man. Don't mind me, I only arrived here just now, so it's not like I overheard that conversation we had with Borden. And even if I did hear something, it's not like I'd tell anybody that would. I never would have made a professional informant if I didn't know how to handle sensitive information. That's right. If anything you want to know about this city, simply ask me. You can find it here. Cool. All the cuisine here was delicious to the last meal. Maturina is a fine city indeed, which makes the Heismay offenses all the more damning. If all we've heard is true, hunting him will be a trial indeed. To be expelled from the order is one thing, but to be wholly stripped from the neighborhood, I would not be surprised with the man's giving into despair.
Pleasure to see you.
As requested by Bardin, the entire taverns have been reserved for your party's private use today. I had to kick out a house full of drunkards for this, so I hope you're all worth it. Still, it was nice for you to come all this way, traveler. Please make yourself comfortable. The beds are in the back, past the door, next to the desk. Cool. Rest up for tomorrow. So here it's in. All right. We met with the lady of the castle tomorrow. Why not? We're just particularly familiar with the area. We don't call it a night. Oh, okay. I will call it a night, but where do I go? Here? Gotcha. Hello, Stroll. Finally. Finally free of those honey runner bunks. Time to sleep at an inn. I love a good inn.
Yeah.
Nothing beats a bed at an inn. I can see the monsters out there with the camp of the runner, so we can rest easier at an inn. I wish Nuras would come inside with us, but I suppose if the runner is a castle, then he is the king. Alright, well, I think it's about that time. I've been live for at least a decent amount of hours. Two and a half about. I think I ought to call it quits. Thank you so much for watching. Whether you're watching this in the morning, afternoon, evening, or night, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you're watching this in the VOD, why don't you check out the other episodes if you haven't caught up already, because well, probably if you're watching the VOD now, odds are you know I have hopefully more episodes posted, so hopefully you get to see more of my content soon. I'll see you all next time for some more metaphor. Keep updated with everything, and I'll see you all next time. See ya.
What now?
Now it's time to go to bed. That's what now.